So beautiful. Did you see the wheel?
See the wheel? Coming off, you can't see the whole thing.
Okay.
See the round thing?
Yeah.
That building's coming. That's a Ferris wheel. It wasn't officially open yet. They were building it last year.
Hello, ይሰማል ሰላም ብያለሁ ኩኩሻ ሰላም ብያለሁ ኢትዮና ሰላም ብያለሁ በጣም ሙቀት አለ ይሰማ አላቅም ቅድም ተቋርጦ ነው በተወሰነ መልኩ ለማሳየት ጥረት ያደረኩ ነው ትንሽ ጨለምለም ብለዋል የሚሰማ ከሆነ አንዳንድ ከጻፋችሁ ይሰማል ሄይ ነዚህ ያምቼ ከመይ ደሃን ቴድሮስ ሰላም ሎሪታ ሰላም ብያለሁ መቅደስ ሰላም ብያለሁ ሳቬይ ሰላም ብያለሁ ሙለር ከመይ እስቲ ወደ ካሜራውን ሊቀይር ሄለን ሰላም ብያለሁ መህድን እስቲ ወደ ጀርባ ቤቲ ኤስ ገብታለች ቤታችን አለቃ ኩልሙን ሰላም ብያለሁ አሁን ያለውበት ተላስ that location where we are now.
This one? It's still part of the marina.
So okay.
This is part of the marina walk.
Okay.
And that is the walk where you can walk for miles and miles and it doesn't end.
Okay. Tell us about Tigrinya.
Oh, in Tigrinya. Okay. Is Botazi? Dubai Marina in Dizbahal. Gina, Dubai walk in Dizbahal. And Abzi ndhar بقدر هتخيل كوينكا አይወዳአኒው ስወልካ هتخيل እግር هتدكم ይሆን መውዳው መብዛቱ ጊዜ ዝጎዩለው ቆልዑ ጻወቱ ዞም ቦት ወስደ ሆነ አብዘይ ወመም ዝኸዱ አብዘም ካነ ኩብራተን ማዓተን ዝወስዳ ማዓት ሚሊዮናተን ዝኸፍሉ ግና ሃሩስ ለዝሆነ ዛዓዲ ብዙሕ ሰባብ ኤሪያዚ ቦታ አለው መታን ናፍት ማይ ከይዶም ክዛወሩ ጻወቱ ከምድላዮም ፎኑስኒ ብዙሓት ናብ ዘለዋም ናይ
volume please you done
yes I'm done
is it on I mean artificial lake too
yes it's part of it
okay
part of the artificial lake
okay እንግዲህ ምነግሩን በሙሉ ሰው ሰራሽ ነው እግዚአብሔር የሰራው ነገርን ቀይረው ሰው አድርገው ሰርተውታል በጣም ነው የሚያምረው አንድ ወዳጅ ቅድም ደውሎ ነበረ በጣም ትንሽ ቁጥር ነው የዚህ ሀገር ህዝብ ነገር ግን የተሰራውን ተአምር ማየት በጣም የሚገርም ነው ሰው ምን ሊሰራ እንደሚችል ማየት ተገቢ ነው አይ ቲንክ በተፈጥሮ በጣም የታደለች ሀገር አይደለችም ከውሃ ውጪ ያላት ነገር ያለ አይመስለኝም ነገር ግን ያላቸውን ሀብት ተጠቅመው ይሄን መሰለ ከተማ ገንብተዋል በጣም ትንሽ ናቸው ግን ከዓለም ሁሉ ነው ሰው ያለው እዚህ እኔ ካየኋቸው ከተሞች እንደዚህ አይነት ከተማ ውብ አይቻላቅ ለተመናገር ኒውዮርክ ሮች ካላችሁ ኒውዮርክ በጣም አንደኛ ይመስለኝ ነበር አይ ቲንክ እኔ ካየሁት አንቺ ካየሽው ትልቁ ከተማ ነው በትግርኛ
አይ what don't know you said
I mean is there any other city you visited I mean far beautiful than Dubai No
and I live right next to New
York
so
okay
I've seen New York I know New York very well
I heard you travel a lot
I do travel a lot
can you tell us in Tigrinya about where you traveled and
where I traveled lots of places ብዙሕ ዓድታት እንደዘውር طبعا نيويورك أنا نبر so فلتو يتعدي في نيويورك سبحان أتبع فلتو أبوي زوعل أبوي سرح إذا جنا صبوا عديو حدش لزخانة هاني رسحات يلن بزدلا خايو هاني كنت لايك أخذ صوت عربي سبحان مبزح لي كذا سب يفرح عندي كاب أمريكا ما تسهلو كنا بزي كنت لاي سب زخوان سوات صبوا بر أنا خيد هلا حجي استقل على بوتا خيد عندي بأوروبا وزح عدة ريال لقوينا باريس لندن دبلن براغ فيينا بودابست بزح عدة ريال كنا عدة اللي كان بزح ريال عندي نسوون صبوا يبغوا بزح هسترين دي زلوا ناقد نزرعيو እዚህ ግን ሓድሽ እንድሕር ኮይኑ ከም ዓይነት ሰብ ዝፈቱ እንድሕር ኣሎ መጽሓ ክትሪኦ ኣለካ ጽቡቕ እዩ
ጽቡቕ በጣም ጽቡቕ
በጣም ጽቡቕ yes
oh wow so nothing compared with Dubai I think
now if you're looking for something advanced I don't think a lot of places compete with it
you told me something interesting about Dubai why you love it so can you tell us in Tigrinya about it I mean you repeat it I like the concept I like the concept
I can try
okay
so ዝነገርክዎ ነገር ዝበልክዎ ነገር ሲ ነዛ ዓዲ ዝፈትዎ ፀቢቐ ኣብ ኢትዮጵያን ኣብ ኤርትራን እንዴት ነበር ነይረ ቆልዓ ከለኹ ሕጂ ኣብ ዝሓለፈ ግዜ ኣብ ኤርትራ ክትስእ ከለኻ ትባራበር ከለኻ ምሸት ናይ መስጊድ ገለ መለስኒ ድምፂ እንድኻ ትሰምዕ ብኡኻ ትውዕል ኢኻ ነቲ ኩሉ ግዜ ብእግርኻ ትከይድ ከለኻ መስጊድ ኣብ ዝኸድካዮ እዩ ዘሎ ግና ኣብ በዓል ኤርትራ ኣፀቢቐ ነይረሉ ዝነበርኩ ግና ሕጂ መብዛሕትኡ 20 ዓመት ኣቢለስ ኣብ ጥቓ ኒውዮርክ ኣብ ኣሜሪካ እንዴት ነይረ ሕጂ ኣብኡ ከዓ ለሚደ እዚ ኢንተርኔት ገለመለ ሕጂ ንሱ ግና ከም ገዛ ኣይከወንን እዩ ዓዲ ኣፀቢቐስ ወላ 20 ዓመት ተዝነብረሉስ ዓዲ ኣይከወንን እዩ ከም በዓል ኢትዮጵያን ከም በዓል ኤርትራን ኣፀቢቐ ኣይተወልደልኩን ሕጂ ናይ ግድን ኣብዚ እንድሕር መፅአ ከምቲ ናይ ኒውዮርክ ዝለመድክዎ ዓብዪ ከተማ እዩ ግና ከም መስጊድ ከዓኒ ኣብ ዝኸድካዮ እዩ ናይ ዓረብ ሂስትሪ ከዓኒ ኣብዚ ብዙሕ ኣሎ ከም ናይ ኣብ ዓድና ማለት እዩ ከም እቲ መስጊድ ዝበልክኹም ሕጂ እዚ ቦታ እዚ ስኒ ኣፀቢቑ ከም ዓደ እዩ ዝመስለኒ
You're done?
Yeah, it's a good mix, right?
Yeah.
This place is a good mix. What else is there to say?
I don't know.
Is that a good enough
explanation?
I mean,
you born in Eritrea? You born in Eritrea?
I was born in Ethiopia.
Tell us about your childhood experience. Yeah, in Tigrinya. I hear from your mom and dad, but
mom and dad.
It should be taught.
There's a lot to say.
Okay. Don't cry, but tell us.
I'll try not to.
Okay.
አዲስ አበባ እንዴት ተወሊደ ቆልዓ ከለኹ ሽሕን 989 ማለት እዩ ኣቡኻኒ ክሳዕ ጓል 9 ነይረ ዓብየሉ ማለት እዩ ድሕሪ እዩ ናይ ፖለቲካ ገለመለ ተጀሚሩ ማለት እዩ ሽዑ ሃኒ ብስድራና ተሰቢቆም ኣነ ስድራን ካብኡኛ ተሰቢቅና ነዚኦም እሞ ናብ ኤርትራ ነበር ነይረ ዝበልክኹም ኣብኡ ከዓ 3 ዓመት ተቐሚጠሉ ድሕሪ ኢና ናብ ኣሜሪካ ሄድና ማለት እዩ so I don't know what else is there
I don't know what you're talking but it's too short what I heard is too long but it's better to ask daddy
yeah it's better he's got the background because أنا قول عندي نيرة جي يذكرني شعور تاليت تامعلتي ليت لما يوم بحهم أو يومنا ساعات حموشته والشعات خلص الساعات حموشته أنت مع زوجة فيتهم كلب نيرون عندي هجي نت كلبي كان يعقرقر نيرو صبيغو نت مع زو قم قبل وصبح حالي سم فيديو هجي نعوها ماني سني عندي حصو زي بالكموس كنت أطلعنا يلومني والشعات هلا هجس نسيزن أصبيغ زحزنني
I don't know you tell already but Daddy told me that you are I mean you very confused at that time when the police came to the home.
I mean I was confused but I kind of knew what was going on سدرهاني مثلا كيف فرح لهم مثلا كيف حزني لهم شعوس دحان صيلنا ترنف غداون تهمو مثلا كمزي vacation وكان trip نانا خيد زلنا يبدون نيرهم كمزي they were telling me like it was a vacation so just like pack it's fine so but أنا فليت أنا إيران تاي كمزي هون سبات كلاشن هيزوم سني ما تسوني vacation and just negative ترديوني أنا شوال شعات هلا كمان so Yeah.
So they told you it's a vacation.
Well, my parents told
Okay.
me it was a vacation
So
because they didn't want
when you figured out it's not a vacation?
Oh, I knew immediately because there were men with guns at 5 a.m. knocking on my door. But my parents were saying, like, oh, just, pack up, like, we're just going on vacation, it's fine.
What you pack for yourself?
For myself?
Piano?
I mean, I was 9 years old. Yes. So, it's very childish. So I didn't know what to pack. So I think my mother, of course, packed clothes. But I had this piano that I really was obsessed with. And it's one of those, like, the little ones. Nothing big. It's probably like this big.
Okay.
And that's what I packed. And I carried that basically into Eritrea.
Okay.
Which is sad and depressing. But, I mean, I was a child. What are you going to do?
Is there any effects on your life?
What do you mean?
What I mean,
How did it affect me?
yeah, I mean, you used to live in a good house, I think,
Yeah,
as I told,
yeah.
as I hear.
We
And
lived
so
in a
then
nice house.
you lost everything and you lost your friends, I think.
Yeah.
So what did it mean for you at that time?
I mean,
In Tigrinya? I already heard that. That's why I'm.
yeah, I mean, for نعيسني ولا كمون تجاورس تدرى دحان እንዳበሉ አጆህ እንዳበሉ ስለዚ ዝሐለፍ ናስ አጸበስ አይፈራህ ኩን ያለ እሶም ግና እሶም ሁሉ ዝገበሩ ሁሉ ሰርሑ ሁሉ ዕብየት ዝገበሩ ሁሉና ሓወይወን ሕጅዚ ዋላ ሓድሽ ተጀመርና እስከም በሓድሽ ደሓን ክንከውን ኢና ኩልና ብሓንሳእ ስለ ዘለና እንዳበሉስ እንዳሓቃ ሓቆም እዮም ደሓን ኮይና
How are you feeling now?
I feel good. I mean, I'm in Dubai. I feel great. I'm hot, but I feel great. No, about the whole situation, I used to be angry about it. No way because I said how I nera بزح كمان عايزة أقول إني نera يعرفت يونا بأمريكا I felt إني نera no way كنا يعرفت هاي الناس 10 عام حلف ناس ولا حد ينقركم أبزحتهم ساعدوا تسلمت إلى لما نفس يعرفت يومنا I felt إني رم حجي كنا جم نقرم زلوا كم خاينة عباية سنكم حجي مستقبل زلوا كلهم كانوا يسمبلوا So, I mean, it's easier to talk about now than it was when I was younger. So, and I think that's part of maturing. It's part of growing up, right?
That's amazing. I mean, እኔ አንዱ በጣም የሚገርመኝ አሁን ይሄን ቤተሰብ ያገኘሁት እዚህ ነው ዱባይ ዱባይም የትም ቦታ ማንኛውንም ቤተሰብ ስታገኙ ወይም ማንንም ሰው ኤርትራዊ ስታገኙ አንደኛው በጣም የሚያሳዝን ልብ የሚነካ ታሪክ ትሰማላችሁ። እሱ በጣም ነው የሚገርመኝ። ከዛ ታሪክ ያመለጠ ኤርትራዊ ስለመኖሩ አላውቅም። እሱ ቢያመጣው እሷ ብታመልጥ ቤተሰብ አለበትና ይሄ በጣም የሚገርመኝ ነው። አሁን እናንተም ሰምታችሁ ለትግረኛ የሰማችሁት ሊኖር ይችላል። በአማርኛ አትችልም ዊንታ ቤተሰቦቿ ናቸው በጣም ይችላል ማለት ነው። አማርኛ ተረሲኡም ናጽብቅ
I was 9 when I left.
I know. Your mother told me that you are trying now.
I am trying now, but I think when I was growing up I never spoke Tigrinya at home. When I was in Ethiopia, they didn't even know that I knew Tigrinya. The only time they heard it was if the phone rang at home and someone spoke to me in Tigrinya and I picked it up. Someone would say something to me in Tigrinya. That's the only time I would start responding. Okay. And they would listen quietly, hiding, and go, "Oh wait, she does know Tigrinya." But then they say, you should ask them. But they say as soon as I hit the border, immediately I stopped speaking Amharic. Like immediately.
So you become so mad.
I think it was.
Okay.
I think in a weird way, I think that's what it was.
አማርኛ ተረሲው በጣም ስለተናደደች ይመስላል። እኔ እንደሰማሁት ከሆነ በጣም ሰፍራ አድርጋለች። ቤተሰብ አይ ቲንክ ሳያስቡ ነው ድንገት የመጡት። ቤት ከመጡ በኋላ እሷ ተኝታ ነበር እንደነገሩኝ ከሆነ በጣም ደንግጣ እንደነበረ አይ ቲንክ ነው የነገሩኝ። በጣም ብዙ እቃ ነበራት። ሁሉንም እቃ ለመያዝ ፍላጎት ነበራት። እንደነገሯት እሷ ትሪፕ መስሏታል መሰለኝ፣ ትራቨል ለማድረግ መስሏታል መሰለኝ። ፋይናሊ ግን በጣም ልቤን የሰበረው ከአባቷ የሰማሁት በጣም አስይዟቸው የወሰደው ሰው አብሯቸው ታስሮ የነበረ የሚያከብሩት ወዳጅ የመሰለ ሰው ነው። እስከ ድንበር do you remember which city the last city when you cross the Eritrean border? Shrin.
I don't know. I'm not
I mean I forget it. I will ask.
They'll tell you.
Yeah. እና እዛ ሻይ እንኳን ጠላታቸውን ሻይ ለምነው አባታቸው ሻይ እንዲያጠጧት እሷን አትልስት ያም ሊሆን አልቻለም። እነሱ ሻይ መጠጣት ይቅርና የሚያቆሙት ሆን ብለው የሚያቆሙት ከተማ ካለፈ በኋላ ነው። ብዙ ባስ ነበር ያለ ያኔ ሲወጣ የነበረው ከመኪና የሚያቆሙት አይ ቲንክ ሽንትም እንዲሸኑ ትንሽም እንዲያርፉ የሚያቆሙት በረሃ የሆነ ቦታ ከከተማ ውጪ ነው። ሻይ እንኳን ያን ሁሉ ጥለው ነው የወጡት። ሻይ እንኳን ለመግዛት ፍላጎት አልነበራቸውም። እናትየው አትጠይቃቸው እንዳሉና አባት ግን ቢያንስ ለታናሽ ለዚች አሁን ለዊንታ ሻይ እንኳን እንዲገዛ ተፈልጎ የሚያውቁት ሰው አብሮ የበላ እንደገና ከሆነ ታስሮ ማንም ዘመድ አልነበረውም። ኤርትራውያን የሚያመጡለትን ምግብ ሲበላ ይኖር ለ7 አመት ካልተሳሳት ግን ወጥቶ ያስያዛቸው እሱ ነው። አሁንም እንደነገሩኝ ከሆነ እነሱ ቤት ውስጥ ይኖር የነበረው የከፍተኛ አይ ቲንክ ምክትሉ መሰለኝ በኢትዮጵያ ሴኩሪቲ ውስጥ ደህንነት ውስጥ ምክትል የሆነ ሰው ነው ቤታቸው ላይ ይኖር የነበረው። በጣም ለሀገር ብዙ ስራ የሰሩ ቤተሰቦች ናቸው እነዚህ። ግን የወጡበት አወጣጥ በጣም የሚያስጠላ ነበር። ቅድም ስሰማ በጣም ከብዶኝ ነበር። ነገር ግን እግዚአብሔር ጥሎ አልጣላቸውም። በጣም ሰክሰስፉል የሆነ ቤተሰብ ነው። እንደሰማው ከሆነ ብዙ ነገር አልሰማውም፣ ግን እዚህ አሁን ያለንበት ቦታ ወንድማቸው አለ ዳኒ፣ በጣም ሀብታም ነው ራይት። እና ቅርብ ጊዜ ነው ያገባው። ከአሜሪካን ሙቭ አድርጎ እዚህ ነው የሚኖረው። ዳኒ ከሰማኝ ሰላም ብያለሁ። አይሰማም እሱ አይሰማም አይደለ? እና አይ ቲንክ እሷም ሰክሰስፉል እንደሆነች ሰምቻለሁ። ቤተሰቦቿ እንደምታዩት ነው። ያው እግዚአብሔር ጥሎ አልጣላቸውም። ጠላቶቻቸው ግን ያሉበት ሁኔታ በጣም የሚገርም ነው። ይሄን ብጠይቃት ደስ ይለኛል ምን እንደምሰማት። What do you feel about, I mean, Wayani's are gone for good, and I hope you heard a lot of bad things about them.
Right.
And you and your family are living, I mean, very successful life. So, what you say? Is there any word in Tigrinya about? I mean, they do bad things. It looks like they are a winner for a couple years,
Right.
but now. Yeah. You're safe, your family's safe, and everything's going smooth. I mean, you are living a good life.
Yeah.
So, is there any thought about Tigrinya?
About it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know, I don't know
You
what
don't
the right word is. نحن سني بوق ولا زهلو تهون الناس سني سدرا ناس أبوي تحسبوا اللي حد حاسبوا خوينكم زعبوا خاني ناي كما يجرسني ጽቡቕ ነገር ክገብር ንነብሰይን ንስድራይን ንኻልዕ ንኻልእ ሰብ እውን እንዳበሉ ስለዘዕበዩና ስኒ ናይ እንታይ ዝተገበርናስ ኣፀቢቑስ ሕጂ ኣይሕርቐንን እዩ like I'm starting to let go of it. I don't know what the right term is in Tigrinya for that, but yeah, it's easier to let go of it because you can only be so mad for so long, you know. At a certain point, you have to let it go because otherwise it's going to eat you alive. So we just made it a thing, especially my brother and I, we just made it a way to drive ourselves to do better for us and our family and, you know, everybody around us. You know, we try to give as much as we can, not just to within our family, but to others too. And I think that's a way for us to get back at the people that did what they did to us, you know.
We'll say it.
I don't know how to say it in Tuning.
I hope.
So
We understand.
But yeah, you got to use it as a way to drive yourself, you know. Because if you're just angry about it and you just focus on the anger, you're not going to get far. So you're better off just channeling it to do good. Like they might have done something bad, but use that to do good, to reverse the bad that they did, right? So that's how I like to think of it, and I would assume that's how my brother would speak about it too.
Now that things are changed for the last 3 years, and that bloody war ended up in the peace, and started. We are working on it.
Yeah.
What do you advise? What do you comment? What's your thought about Ethiopians and Eritreans? What do you have to do for future to secure?
I don't know. We all have to find a way to live in peace. You know, like a lot of people, I think, tend to look to European countries for a symbol of peace. You know, and yes, there is peace. There's obviously going to be drama in a lot of places, and politics and political competitions and wars. But you know, we're sister countries, so we have to find a way to live together in peace. Because trying to hurt each other isn't going to get us anywhere. And if we want to develop, we got to develop together. Because one, I don't think, can live without the other.
True.
You know, and we all have to agree with that.
That's wonderful. እንግዲህ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ እንደሰማችኋት ዊንታን ያለፈው ቁስል ለትምህርት ብቻ ነው የሚያገለግለው እንዳለችው ወደፊት መሄድ ነው ወደፊት ማሰብ ነው የሚያገለግለው ይሄ እንደዚህ አይነት ታሪኮችን ብዙ ነው የምንሰማው እኔ አስመራም በቆየው ቆይታ ብዙ ልብ የሚሰብሩ ታሪኮችን ሰምቻለሁ ብዙ የተሰበረ ቤተሰብ ብዙ የተበተነ ቤተሰብ አውቃለሁ እኔ የሰማሁት በጣም ትንሽ ነው ያንዳንዱ ቤት ውስጥ ህመም አለ ቁስል አለ አንድ ነገር ስለ ኤርትራ በጣም የምወድላቸው ይሄን ቁስላቸውን ለትምህርት ብቻ ተጠቅመው ግን ነገያቸውን ነው ስለ ነገያቸው ያስባሉ በጣም በእድሜ ገፋ ያሉትም የሚያስቡት እንደዛ ነው ቀሪ ዘመናቸውን እንዴት ተንደላቀው እንደሚኖሩ አይደለም የሚያስቡት ቀሪ ዘመናቸው ለሚቀጥለው ትውልድ ሴፍ ነው ወይ ጦርነት የለም ወይ አንድነት አለ ወይ እድገት ይመጣል ወይ የሚለው ነው የሚያስቡት ያን ደው ማድረግ የምፈልጉት ከሁሉም ጋር ነው ይሄ በጣም የሚገርመኝ ነው አሁን ኢትዮጵያ እንዳለችው እሷም ወንድሟም ቤተሰቦቹም አሚን አሁን አንዱ የመፈወሳቸው ከዛ ህመም የመውጣታቸው ምልክት ግሬ ሁሉ ደረሰባቸው ኢትዮጵያውያን ነው በኢትዮጵያ መንግስት ነው በወቅቱ ኢትዮጵያን በሚመራ መንግስት ነው ይሄ እኔ እነሱ ናቸው ያገኙኝ ኢትዮጵያዊ ነኝ የገደላቸው ሀገር ወይዛ መንግስት ነው የኔ ሀገር መንግስት ነው ያደረገው ነገር ግን ካላቸው ሩቅ ከማሰብ ሩቅ ከማለም የተነሳ ነው ይሄን የሚያደርጉትና ይሄንን ምክር እንደምንቀበል ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ እምናየው አሁን በዚህ ሰዓት ላይ እንዳነሳ ያነሳሳኝ አይ ቲንክ ከዱባይ የተሻለ ኦፖርቹኒቲ እንጂ ድል እንጂ ብዙ ህዝብ ነው ያለን ምስራቅ አፍሪካ ስታዩ ብዙ ሪሶርስ ነው ያለን እነዚህ ያላቸው በሙሉ እኛ አለን እነሱ የሌላቸው ደግሞ አለን እኛ እነሱ አሁን ዱባይ ውስጥ ሙቀት ነው ኤርትራ ውስጥ ስትሄዱ በሁለት ሰዓት ውስጥ 3 የአየር ጸባይ ታገኛላችሁ አስመራ ቅዝቃዜ አለ ነፋሲት መካከለኛ ነው መሰዋ ስትሄዱ ደግሞ በጣም ሙቅ ነው ከዚህ ከሲምፕል ነገር እንኳን ጀምረን ብናይ በጣም ብዙ አድቫንቴጅ አለን ያን ሁሉ ተጠቅመን አንድ ላይ እንደማደግ ያ ሁሉን ሳንጠቀም አንድ ላይ ነው የጠፋን የነበረውና ያንን የጥፋት ኮርስ ቀይረን ወደ ልማት ወደ አንድነት ከአውሮፓውያን ከዚህ ከተባበሩት አረብ ኤሚሬትስ የምንማረው እሱ ነው ሀገራቸውን እንግዲህ ተአምር ፈጥረዋል አሁን የምታዩት አንድ ሰፈር ብቻ ነው ሙሉ ከተማ ስታዩ በጣም ልብ የሚሰርቅ ነው ይሄ ሰው ሰራሽ ሀይቅ ሰርተው ሰው ሰራሽ ሀይቅ ላይ ሰው ሰራሽ ከተማ ሰርተው እንደዚህ ተአምር መስራት ከቻሉ በጣም ትንሽ ነው ህዝባቸው ቁጥር ነገር ግን ከዓለም ሁሉ ሰው እንዲመጣ እንዲኖር ፈቃዳቸው ነው ተጠቀሙ እንጂ አልተጎዱም እኛ መጀመሪያ አብረን መኖር አልቻልንም አንተ ውጣ አንቺ ውጣ ተባባልን ተቆሳሰልን አላበቃንም ተገዳደልን በሚያሳዝነው ሁኔታ ደግሞ አገር ውስጥም ጭምር ነው የተከፋፈልነው ኤርትራና ኢትዮጵያ ብቻ አይደለም የተለያየ ነው አሁን ኢትዮጵያውያንም አማራ ኦሮሞ ያል ተለያይተን ያለ ነው ይሄንን በእውነት የሰው ሀገር እድገት ዱባይ ምናምን ሳይ ደስ ብለኝም በሀገሬ አይደለም በሀገራችን እንመኛለን እንደዚህ አይነት ነገር ተመሳሳይ እድገት ብልጽግና በኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ተመሳሳይ እድገት ብልጽግና በኤርትራ ውስጥ ባይ ደስ ይለኛል። አሁን ዱባይ ስመጣ በጣም እንግድነት ነው የተሰማኝ። ሆነስትሊ በጣም እንግድነት ነው የተሰማኝ። ምናልባት ዝም የቆያችሁ ሰዎች ፊል ላታረጉ ትችላላችሁ። አስመራ ሲሄድ ግን እንግድነት አልተሰማኝ። በራሴ በመጀመሪያ ቀን ጀምሮ ነው እንግዲህ አልተሰማኝ። ጉብኝት እንኳን ቢያስፈልግ ዱባይ ከሚመጣ አስመራ ቢሄድ ነው የሚሻለኝ አይደለ? የአስመራ እድገት ለአዲስ አበባ ጥቅም እንጂ ጉዳት የለውም። የአዲስ አበባ እድገት ለአስመራ ጥቅም እንጂ ጉዳት የለውም። ወደዛ ነገር እንመለሳለን ብዬ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ። Is there any final word to say?
Final word?
Yeah.
Long live Ethiopia and Eritrea.
Say it again.
And come to Dubai. Is there more?
You can say anything you want.
That's all I got.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how to say long live Ethiopian and Eritrean in Tigrinya?
I'm sure there's a way.
There's a way.
I don't know how. I don't think I've ever tried to say it.
I am trying to say about.
How do you say it in Amharic? Translate for me.
ረጅም እድሜ I don't know ረጅም እድሜ ለኢትዮጵያና ኤርትራ ኢትዮጵያና ኤርትራ ዘላለም ይኑሩ. You can say it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You can.
And awat nahafash.
Awat nahafash. Okay, that's it.
And what's the other one? Witness nefashfash. That's all I got.
What I said in Amharic is I mean when I see this beautiful city I enjoy it, but still I'm not fully enjoyed because we should do the same and even far better. So is there any advice? I mean what do you feel when you see Dubai, such a developed city, such a beautiful city? We have all things, all resource, we have best weather and everything. So what lesson we have to take?
What lesson?
From Dubai?
We have to keep an open mind. I think they do a good job of keeping an open mind.
A little bit volume.
Yes. So we have to keep an open mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing that Dubai and the leaders in the Emirates do really well.
Mm-hmm.
And they allow a lot of things to happen, and they're not afraid to invest in something unexpected because they know that at the end they're going to have an outcome that might put them at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not afraid to really spend money and effort and education into it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not afraid to work with others.
Mm-hmm.
I think they try to find ways to work with others.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one thing that we can all do a little bit better. Not just, the governments of Ethiopia and Eritrea. I think everybody, even in the diaspora, I think we all have to find a way to really think back to what makes us so great, and what makes our history so great, and not be afraid to really make the time and effort to build this there.
We'll do it one day, in the near future.
This is really Eritrea there in 2050.
Yeah. ዱባይን አንዱ የምትወድበትን ምክንያት ስትነግረኝ ሁለቱንም የህይወት I think በትግረኛ አውርታለች። በጣም የምትፈልገው የቅንጦት ህይወት አለ፣ እሱን ታገኛለች እዛ አሜሪካን የለመደችውን ፕላስ ደግሞ ኤርትራና ኢትዮጵያውያን አኗኗር ደግሞ የምትፈልገው አለ፣ እሱን ደግሞ እዚህ ዱባይ ታገኛለች። ለዛ ነው የምትመርጠው አንዱ ከውበቱ ከቅንጡነቱ በላይም የምትፈልጋቸውን ሁለቱንም ሀገር ላይ የምትፈልገውን ነገር ስለምታገኝ እንደሆነ ሰምቻለሁ። ምን ለጠይቃት I think መሄድ አለብን እየጠበቁ ነው ማዘር ፋዘር ራይት እሷን ከመሰናበቴ በፊት እንድጠይቅላችሁ የምትፈልጉት ነገር ካለ እድል ልስጣችሁና በኮሜንት ጠይቋት። ዊንታ ምን ትጠየቅ? እንደነገርኳችሁ እንግዲህ ዊንታ በዚህ እድሜው አይታለች፣ መባረሩንም እርቁንም አይታለች። ብዙዎች አንዱን አይቶ አንዱን አላዩም። ያንንም ስቴጅ ጨርሳ ወደ ስለ ሰላም እያወራች ነው። ይሄ ብዙ ኤርትራውያንን የሚወክል ነው። አልፈዋል፣ የዳገቱን ቁልቁለቱን ወርደዋል። ስለ ነገ እያሰቡ ነው። እኛም ኢትዮጵያን ያንን እንፈልጋለን። በአንድ በኩል ጉዳት ሲመጣ ሌላ በኩል ላይ ጉዳት ሳይኖር አይደለም የተቀመጠው። ጦርነት አንዱን እየጎዳ አንዱን አይጠቅምም። ኤርትራውያን በጦርነት ሲጎዱ አዘሰም ታም እኛም ኢትዮጵያን እንጎዳ ነበር። ምንም አሸናፊነት የሌለው ነው። አብረን ነው ስንሰምጥ የነበረው፣ አብረን ነው ወደ ኋላ የቀረ ነው፣ አብረን ነው የምዕራባውያን መጫወቻ የሆን ነው እና በጣም what she is doing in Dubai ተናግራለች። እኔ በአማርኛ ልንገርልሽ። ኦኬ ምናልባት በአማርኛ ላልሰማችሁ ሊሆን ይችላል። ዳኒ የሚባል ወንድም አላት። እዚህ ነው የሚሰራው፣ ኢንጂነር ነው። እንደነገርኳችሁ ለሰው እንዳትናገሩ፣ ሀብታም ነው። አግብተዋል፣ አሁን ወልደዋል። ሲያገባ መጥተዋል፣ ሲዛወር ሊጠይቁ መጥተዋል። አሁን ደግሞ ሲወልድ መጥተዋል። አሁን ስለወለደ እሱን ለመጠየቅ ነው የመጡት ሙሉ ቤተሰብ። ትላንትና ላይቭ ሲያወራ ሰምተውኝ ነው። አላየውም ዱባይ ብዬ ኮምፕሌንስ አረግ ነው መሰለኝ። አይተውኝ የተወሰነ እናሳይ ከንተ እንሻላለን እናሳይ ብለውኝ ይኸው እግዚአብሔር ይስጥልን አሳይተውኝ፣ እኔ ደግሞ ለእናንተ ካለኝ ክብርና አድናቆት ያየሁትን ብቻዬን ከማይ እያሳየኋችሁ ነው። እነሱንም ማመስገን ፈልጋለሁ። በእውነት በጣም የተባረከ ቤተሰብ ነው። በጣም በብዙ መከራ ከሀገር ቢወጡም ስለ ኢትዮጵያ ያላቸው ነገር ቅድም ሲያወሩ ሰምታቸዋል። የዊንታ አባት ህጋዊ ኢትዮጵያዊ ነኝ ነው ብለው የሚያምኑት። ህጋዊ ኢትዮጵያዊ ነኝ ነው፣ ሌጋሊ ኢትዮጵያዊ ነኝ ብለው ነው የሚያምኑት እና በወቅቱ ግን ኢትዮጵያን የሚመሩ መሪዎች ከባድ ሀዘን ነበረ፣ ከባድ በደል ያደረሱት እና ያ ለዚህ ነው የመጣችው ከቤተሰቧ ጋር። እንደነገሩኝ ቤተሰቧ በጣም ዙረታም ነች። ዊንታ በጣም ዙረታም እንደሆነች ነግረውኛል። ባለፈው አመት በኮቪድ ምክንያት ዙረት ስላልዞረች ብዙ ገንዘብ ሴቭ አድርጋለች። ገንዘብ ጨርሳለች መሰለኝ እንዳንጠይቃት። በጣም ዙረት እንደምትወድ ግን በጣም ጠንካራ ሰራተኛ እንደሆነች ሰምቻለሁ። በጣም የተሳካላት ተማሪም ሰራተኛም ነች። እንደሰማው ከሆነ የምትመራው ተቋም እንዳለ ነው። ወንድሟም ደግሞ በጣም ተሳካለት ነው። እዚህ አካባቢ የሚኖር ሰው ቀላል እንዳልሆነ ማወቅ ይቻላል። ይሄ ነው የሚመስለው። ለቤተሰብ ጥየቃ ነው የመጡት። ትንሽ ይቆያሉ። እንደሰማው ከሆነ ግን እዚህ ሆና እየሰራች ነው። ኮከብ some people are start asking private questions.
What does that mean? Private questions?
No. Huh? Is that allowed to ask or?
It depends on what this question is.
Okay. So is that okay to read any question?
Sure.
Okay. ባለትዳር ነሽ ወይ?
I can promise I'll answer.
Yeah, you can say no answer, no comment.
Okay.
They are asking, are you married?
No.
No. Okay. Short and precise. እንግዲህ ጥያቄ ፐርሰናል ባይሆን it's good, right? እሷ ፈቃደኛ ስለሆነች ጠይቋት የፈለጋችሁን። ግን WW በጣም የመሃል ሜዳ ወዳጅ ነው። he's asking he's proposing you to be ambassador.
For what?
Ambassador for Eritrea or Ethiopia? Is there a way? I mean.
Okay.
Okay. What to say about?
I will have to learn about the job, but I would take it. That sounds like a fun job.
The fun job?
I don't know.
What did you consider?
Ambassadors do anyway?
Huh?
What do they do?
What do they do?
I mean, yes, I know what they do.
Okay.
They have important jobs. But,
okay.
You know, when you think of ambassadors, do they just meet with people all day? Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me read the other question. You can read it.
That's very nice. I can be ambassador.
Okay. We share the best mother nature has to offer, and thanks to represent your country with your golden words.
Oh, that's so nice.
Okay. Helen, Ethiopia, she's asking me, is there any, I mean, do you have a plan to come to Ethiopia?
I would like to.
Okay.
One day. My brother goes a lot.
ዳኒ ብዙ ጊዜ ይመላለሳል። እኔ እመጣለሁ ነው የምትለው። እንግዲህ WWO ፕሮፖዝ ያደረገች UN ambassador of Eritrea. I mean, the current ambassador, she is also so nice and ጀግና.
Yeah?
Yeah. What's her name?
I don't know. Is this a test?
ሙሀባ ሰላም ብለናል። ሙሀባችን ገብተዋል ከአዲስ አበባ። What kind of work she is working in America? That's private.
That's not private.
Okay, tell us. What's
I'm in advertising research.
Okay.
So I work with a lot of television networks.
Television networks. Okay.
To measure the impact and effectiveness of the advertisements that run on their networks and on their websites.
I heard you are a leader on what's the position?
My position, I'm a senior director.
Senior director. So you earn a lot of money, right?
Depends on what you mean by a lot.
A lot. Just don't mention the number, but it's a lot, right?
Sure, let's go with that. You said it, not me.
Okay. እንግዲህ ሌላ ጥያቄ ማለት ሌላ ጥያቄ ምን አላችሁ? she's very smart. Okay. ሌላ ጥያቄ ካላችሁ ጠይቋትና ዊንታን ላሰናብት። ሙአባ ሰላም ብያለሁ። avoid CNN.
What?
They say avoid CNN.
We won't talk. No comment.
No comment?
No comment. I'll tell you later.
I know. A lot of people ተባረኪ እያሉሽ ነው።
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
ሄለን thank you so much. አድርሻለሁ።
I said amen.
Say by Gabor said if she comes to Boston, I will host her on behalf of Mehal Meda.
What?
He is very generous person.
So nice. I was just in Boston very recently.
Okay, Boston. When you got there next time, just
Probably soon.
Yeah.
I have a few friends in Boston. So.
okay. So something for Danny. He's a Danny. His name is the same with your brother.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my brother.
Yeah,
this person's name is Daniel. That's
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds fun. I love Boston.
Okay.
Good time.
So Danny በመሃል ሜዳ ስም ተንከባከባት። ተሰማ አላቅም ጥያቄ አልገባኝም። ትግረኛ ከሆነ ትግረኛ ትንሽ ታወራለች፣ አማርኛ አትችልም። ትግረኛም ላይ ጎበዝ አይደለችም እንደሰማው ከሆነ።
I don't know what you're saying.
I mean, you are not even fluent in Tigrinya, right?
No,
Yeah.
I would
I
say
see from the comment.
I'm slightly better
Okay.
in Tigrinya than I am in Amharic. My Amharic is bad.
Yeah.
I can understand it a little bit. I can't speak it.
Brooke said, I mean, she's asking about your contribution about Eritrean community.
Mm-hmm.
You participate in the Eritrean community?
I used to, not so much anymore, because I live in Connecticut. There's not as big of an Eritrean community there.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was younger, we used to go to the community center in New York, but that is not as active anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to events when they host events, like Independence Day parties or some sort of, events like that, or the June 20th walk. I go to that kind of stuff, but they don't necessarily have an active group, which is a shame. But I would if I was in a place like DC or some place where it's a little bit more active.
Okay. How long you have been in? How long you have been in Eritrea? Before,
You mean like when was the last time?
Yeah, not last time. How long you live in Eritrea and before?
Before moving?
Moving to US.
Oh, 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah. So
Okay, that's why ትግረኛ በጣም ጎበዝ ያለችው 3 ዓመት ነው የኖረችው ኤርትራ። So
from 9 to 12 years.
From 9 to 12 years.
Yeah.
And Coco says ጎበዝ ናት ትግረኛ። I think ጥያቄዎቻችሁን ጨረስኩ መሰለኝ። A lot of people say you are so cute and Gwala area. I don't know what's Gwala area. What did it mean?
Like Eritrean girl.
Eritrean girl. Okay. This is familiar. Gwala area. Okay. ኢብራሂም ትግረኛ አስመራ ነበርኩኝ ኤርትራ ነበርኩኝ ግን አንዱ ችግር የሆነው ምንድነው እኔን ሲያገኙኝ በአማርኛ ይሞክራሉ ያ በጣም ምቾት ቢሰጠኝም ግን የማወቅ እድልን እንትን ብሎታል በሌላ መልኩ ነው መሞከር ያለብኝ እንጂ ለአንድ ወር ለ15 ቀን ሄዳችሁ ትግረኛ ብዙ አትለምዱም ያ ነው ሊሆን የሚችለው እንጂ ከማይ ዳህንዶር ሰላምታ ምናምን በጣም ጽቡቅ እሱን በጣም ጥም እሱን ለምጄ ነው የመጣሁት አሁን ሌላ ቦታ እንሄዳለን ካለመሸ ሰው በዚህ ብጨርስ ደስ ይለኛል። ሌላ የቀረ ጥያቄ ከአዲስ አበባ ምንም አላየሁም። ወጣ እንደ ኩኩ አልገባኝም። ጥያቄ ራሱ አልገባኝም።
What happened? Do you know Darcy from 90? I do know Darcy from 90 Day. Not personally, but I watch 90 Day Fiancé.
That movie?
Yeah, I know. It's not a movie, it's a TV show.
TV show?
Yes. Yeah, she lives in Connecticut, so I think that's why they're asking.
She knows. Okay.
So, I'm going to find her. The person who asked.
አዳኑም ክፍሎም ኦኬ አይ ቲንክ ጥያቄ ጨርሳችኋል። እንጨርስ በዚህ ዱባይ እንዴት አያችኋት? ፋጡማ ያው በጣም ነው የሚሞቀው ያ answer this question. I mean,
the last time I was in Eritrea was in 2017.
2017.
Yes,
okay.
Independence Day. Well, for that month.
Okay. What is it? YPDFG?
YPFDJ. It's the same thing. I used to be active with it, not so much anymore.
What is that, the term? Tell us about it.
I don't know, young PFDJ.
Oh, okay. It's a young community.
Yeah, it's my parents used to take me to that. Again, back when the Eritrean community was in New York was more active, but it's not as active anymore. But I'd like to get back into it.
Okay.
It'd be nice.
Okay.
I have some friends that are in PFDJ and YPFDJ.
I have no clue. ሰሎሜ ከዱባይ ልጆች ታምራለች ብላለች። Okay. You can answer either one. Kulmun says, please support Mehal Meda. Say something about Mehal Meda.
Mehal Meda? It's awesome. All I know is kame dahando. That's all I got. No, it's great.
Okay.
It does important work. It's a group that does very important, very necessary work, and they speak about it and they bring attention to what's necessary to move all of us forward. So, yeah, they definitely deserve a lot more support than they get, personally speaking.
Have you ever watched? I mean, you know about Mehal Meda? How you know about Mehal Meda?
My parents.
Okay.
Everything I know about Eritrea and Ethiopia is from my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, they're big supporters of the show. They watch a lot. They don't miss an airing ever. So because of that, that's how I became familiar with Mehal Meda.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. What else? Eritrea is so nice. You know, oh gosh, someone, yeah, is future oriented.
I don't know what this means. I can ask him about you, future oriented.
Sometimes the YouTube name is not real name, so.
I know. Danny is very smart.
ቀጥይበት መዘን ጽቡቅ ለምለም በጣም thank you so much. You got any question? Just a compliment on that. I think ጥያቄ ጨርሳችኋል መሰለኝ። You tell us. No. Eric, do you read the Geese fonts? I mean, any?
Geese font?
Yeah.
You mean like
Tigrinya or
yeah.
Amharic? Oh.
Yeah.
How you know it? I mean,
How do I know it? From school. From when I was
School?
a child. Yeah.
Okay. That's so nice.
Yeah.
So አማርኛም ትግረኛም ማንበብ ትችላለች ማለት ነው። ኤርትራዊት ቆንጆ thank you so much. ግርማ said ምን ያስደስታታል?
What does that mean?
I mean, what makes you happy?
Oh, what makes me happy? Travel makes me happy. Helping others makes me happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travel and helping others.
Yeah. That's the best part. Why else are we all alive, right? To travel and see everything and help others.
Oh. So, what's your next plan to travel? I mean,
My next
which part of the world you didn't?
So my brother and I actually yesterday were talking about going to
Australia.
No, Greece.
Greece.
It's I haven't been there. He's been there, but
Okay.
I haven't. So we were talking about going to Greece, and we also talked about Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah, we
And
were
this-
last year. We were supposed to go to Sweden and Latvia and Lithuania, and that did not happen.
Because of COVID.
Yes.
Okay. ሌላ ምን ጥያቄ አለ? ዮዲት ስንት አመቷ ነው? ኦልሬዲ somebody calculate ሲያደርግ ነበረ። Everybody knows your age now.
I know.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
32. Okay.
Not afraid. I'll take it.
You look 22, right?
Right? I'll take it. Thank you.
Because you travel a lot.
It's because I travel.
Yeah. Yodit ሰምተሻል? I think somebody already figured out አድርጎ ነበረ when you speak I mean you talk about 1999. Okay.
89.
Brooke says ከዮሐንስ አገናኛት. Do you know about ዮሐንስ ክፍሌ?
No.
No.
Should I know?
Oh yeah, your dad knows very well. And
I'm
I
sure
think
he does.
I think even ዝምድናም ሳይኖራቸው አይቀርም. Some sort of
Relationship?
yeah.
Probably. We have a lot of family.
Yeah.
So.
So
Who is this person?
ብርክቴ ብርክቴ አባቷ በጣም ያውቃሉ፣ ዘመዳሞች ናቸው። እሷ ናት ማታውቀው። ምናልባት ቪዲዮን ባሳል ልታውቅ ትችላለች። አማርኛ ስለማትሰማ እሷ አትከታተልም። እንደሰማው ከሆነ ግን አንዳንድ ቃላት መስማት ጀምራለች አይደል? ጤና ይስጥልን KIB ask this question I mean. What advice you give for young Eritrean and Ethiopian
Be
diaspora?
successful like me.
Okay, yeah. That's a good question. What makes you successful?
I don't know. It's a good question. You should ask my parents that.
Okay. I already asked them.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did they say?
I mean, I didn't know your part, but
Yeah.
I know what their contribution.
Well, you know, education. My parents have always said education is number one. You always have to focus on what you want to achieve, and don't let anything get in the way of that. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because I certainly have made mistakes. I think a lot of people, you know, even in something like college, I think a lot of people are afraid to change their majors and make decisions based on what makes the most money, and not necessarily what makes them happy. So, you know, think about what makes you happy and don't be afraid to push yourself to achieve that, even if there are some obstacles along the way.
Okay.
So, I think that's my biggest advice. I think when things get hard, it's very easy to give up and try to find something else to do. But, you know, push yourself. Because if you don't push yourself, who will? So that's my one advice. And
ትግረኛ ትንሽ It's good for you too. I mean.
I guess. honestly መብዛሕትኡ ግዜ ክንዓቢ ቆልዑ ከለና ክንዕብዩና ከለዉ ስድራስኒ ኩሉ ግዜ ክተንብብ ኣለካ ክትመሃር ኣለካ እቲ ክትፈርሕካ የብልካን ትደልዮሞ ትሓስበሉ ኣፀቢቕካ ኮፍ ኢልካ ስኒ እንታይ ክገብር ዝደሊ ብዚ ዓለም እዚ ኢልካ ትሓስብ እሞ ድሕሪኡ ከመይ ገይረ እሞ ነዚ ክገብሮ ኢልካ ክትሓልፍ ክትሓስብ ኣለካ እሞ ከምኡ ኢሎም ይደፍኡና يوم نيرو قدم قرت كلنا حجز Eritrean and Ethiopian ናሽዱስ ከመዩስ ባህል ዘለዎም فرحسني سويلي زعسر كامبر قنا بعد خيا خمتان كما حيش دابتكاس ودفع على كان نفسها. I hope that was good enough to me.
I think so. We'll see. We will see. Kibe, thank you so much. ስለዚህ ጥያቄሽ Okay. Erika said that your parents deserve credit.
They do.
Do you anything? You want to say something?
They're not afraid to take the credit.
Okay.
I don't have to say anything.
You don't have to say anything.
They take the credit all the time.
They deserve?
They deserve it. They're geniuses. They're smart. We didn't get smart without them. You know, my brother and I, we pushed ourselves because they pushed us, and they showed us how you have to work hard. So we know everything because they made us know everything. And they never let us forget about focusing. And they do deserve 150% of the credit. And so I certainly wouldn't say that I would be in a place like this without them.
You know, I wanted to say this in Tigrinya or in Amharic and in English, either way. But a lot of there's a big challenge in diaspora, parents and children.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to make children to be successful.
Yeah.
So, what do you advise the teenagers to hear or listen to their parents, and what is there any advice for parents too? I mean, it's a whole different culture and environment. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of times parents tend to push. I think it goes one of two ways, right? So parents will 100% try to push you and try to remind you and constantly never let it go, and that tends to push some of the younger people away.
Okay.
And then you have the other end of the spectrum, which is like parents that don't say anything about where you come from. And I don't know that that's a good method either, because then kids who might be interested might not know anything. So I think we have to find a happy medium of letting the kid be interested, but also reminding them in very subtle, different ways about their culture and their history. And I think that's one thing that my parents did very well, is they didn't necessarily push our culture on us all of the time, but they never let us forget anything. Like you're in a car ride and they're not afraid to tell you a story about their childhood, or things like little things to remind you. So because of that, now I'm always listening to Tigrinya music. My brother is the same way. He's listening to Tigrinya music fairly frequently, and he loves Ethiopian music too. And that, if you had met teenage American me, I don't know that I spent any time listening to Tigrinya music. So I would say over time we start appreciating it on our own. And so I think just those little pushes without overwhelming the young generation is almost enough. And always having something that brings people back around the house, or like little books here and there, or little pictures here and there, I think is always a good reminder too. Yeah. Is that a good answer?
I think so. It's a good answer. Okay, thank you, Erika. ስለዚህ ጥያቄሽ Kuku, thank you. I don't know what it means.
Oh, it says Kunde Amati. How old are you?
Oh, okay.
32.
You already said it.
My age is 32. Never had to speak about my age so much before.
Mr. Mugabe, thank you so much. He is from Australia. I hear that you never been in Australia.
Yeah, that's been my number one place.
So you have to read the Fitsum compliment and then say something about it. There's a lot of Mehal Meda family in Australia.
Really?
Very decent.
I believe it.
Fitsum is one of them. Okay. What do you think about what's your thought about Australia?
What's my thought about it?
Yeah, and
No, it's always felt like the place that's very far away.
okay.
24-hour flight or something from the U.S., which
Okay.
seems like a lifetime. So because of that, it's always been at the top of my list of places to visit, and I still haven't been there.
Okay.
So I'd like to visit. I've heard some really good things about places like Melbourne. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but
Melbourne.
yeah. But I think they pronounce it differently there.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's ask the Australians. But yeah, I would like to visit it one day. It'd be really cool.
Okay. Mary Kasan, I think someone said Kiskista. You show us the Kiskista?
No.
No.
I am not doing it.
Just a little bit.
No. I got none.
There's a rule, and in YouTube, there's a rule. I mean,
What is that?
you have to obey it.
You have to obey it.
Yeah, that's the rule.
These shoulders don't move. Only at weddings.
Only at weddings.
And
Just let's assume there's a wedding here. Danny's wedding. I should
Danny's-
imagine it's
there was a lot of dancing at
Okay.
this wedding.
Can you show a little bit how you danced at that time?
No. Stop embarrassing me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Somebody knows your father's name too. I mean, this. I think Winta Forky. I didn't know about Winta Forky. He's right.
What's
He,
that be?
yeah. I mean, future ended. Do you know him?
I don't know who that is. Oh, his name is Alforki?
No, he says Winta Forky. Winta Forky. I think he didn't know you, right?
No, I'm
Yeah.
Quinta Etramanaya.
So yeah, you don't know her. I think you don't know Danny too. If you future oriented, I think you didn't know.
Last name is Araya. Araya.
Okay. ብርክት ያ ሹር ከዮሐንስ ጋር አገናኛታለሁ። አይ ሚን አይ ቲንክ ታውቀዋለች። ኦኬ አይ ቲንክ ጥያቄ ጨርሳችኋል። ኤሪካ ተመልሷል ኦልሬዲ ጥያቄው።
There's no ring.
There's no ring. አፈወርቂ says የማን ዘፈን አድናቂ ነሽ? Future says you looks like 25.
Yes.
Yeah. You looks like 25.
Yes. I was going for 25 today.
25
I
today,
woke
yeah.
up.
የማን ዘፈን አድናቂ ነሽ? You
What?
don't know?
What?
I mean, which is your favorite artist? I mean,
Oh, my favorite artist. I wouldn't say I have a favorite, but yeah, just yesterday I was telling my sister-in-law that Milan Hailu, in my mind, is like the Beyonce of Eritrea.
Milan Hailu.
Yes.
Which music is that?
What do you mean, which music?
I mean,
Yeah.
do you have your favorite musician in Eritrea?
I mean, she's in Eritrea,
Okay.
I think. I don't know
Is there
where
any
she
is there any
actually- maybe
specific
not.
song you want to say a little?
What?
I mean, you don't have
Do
to
I
say
want-
it, but
Singing,
do you?
you mean? I'm
Yeah.
not singing anything.
Okay.
But I like her song.
song.
It's called Aitu Wasawas.
I too was say it a little bit.
No, I'm not a good
I too
singer.
was what it mean?
Like, don't be wishy-washy.
Okay.
No.
I think ሌላ ጥያቄ let's go right. Thank you so much. I'm sorry የዘለልኩት ጥያቄ ካለ ዳኛቸው አሜሪካን ያለችው ለቪዚት ነው የመጣችው። Girma said, what's your special food type?
My special food?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Your favorite food, I
My
mean.
favorite food. Does it have to be Habesha food or any food?
Any food and then.
Any food. My two favorites outside of Habesha food is probably I love tacos, so Mexican tacos.
Mexican tacos.
Love them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love sushi.
Sushi. Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your Habesha food?
Yeah, of course. Always.
Okay.
Number one.
Number one.
Gotta have shiro.
Sure, best show in Asma. Fasilo, Sweden, which ጋብዞሻል? Sweden. Have you ever been to Sweden?
To where?
Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden. I was supposed to go last year.
Okay.
I didn't go because of COVID.
Okay.
Yeah. But hopefully soon. That'd be nice. My dad's been to Sweden. He likes it, or he liked it when he went.
I think ጥያቄው ሊቆም አይችልም። በጣም ብዙ ሚስ አድርጌያለሁ መሰለኝ። I don't know, a lot of people want to connect with YPFDG.
Oh, they're trying to connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some folks that are part of it.
Mhm.
I just need to be better in connecting with them.
ዱባይን በደንብ ያያችሁ እንደሆነ አምናለሁ።
No, the answer is no.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was clear.
ኢትዮጵያ መሀል ሜዳን ቤተሰቦቿ በጣም ያያሉ። በዛ ምክንያት ነው ያወቀችው። This comment's repeating. I don't know what. Eritrea.
I knew that was
This is so nice. Eric Flower, thank you so much. Is there anything to say?
Thank you for taking the time to appreciate and accept your parents' role. Of course.
እውነት ለመናገር ከቤተሰቦቿ በጣም ግሩም ቤተሰቦች ናቸው። በጣም ከባድ ነው። በተለይ ሰው ሀገር ላይ አሜሪካን ሀገር ላይ ልጅ ማሳደግ በጣም ከባድ ነው። ደግሞ ያን ሚና ተወጥተዋል። አይ ቲንክ ዳኒም ወንታም ጥሩ ታዛዥ ናቸው። እንደነገሩን ከሆነ በጣም ጥሩ ታዛዥ እንደሆነች ነው። አይ ቲንክ የስኬታቸው ምስጢር ያ ይመስለኛል። በጣም ደስተኞች ናቸው። ወላጆቻቸው በጣም ደስተኞች ናቸው አሁን ባላት ነገርና Okay. Thank you so much. ከልብ አመሰግናለሁ። I think ብዙ ሚስ አድርጌያለሁ። እነ ግርማ በሱፐር ቻት እና ሱፐር ስቲከር ድጋፍ ያደረጋችሁትን ሁሉ ሚስ አድርጌያለሁ። ለማንበብ ብዬ በጣም ማት ነገር ነው። I hope ዊንታ ወደ ኋላ እንግሊዘኛ ታነባለች. We miss a lot of questions and I think we have to go to Dubai Mall now.
Yes, the Dubai Mall is next. We got to go watch the fountain show.
Okay. አሁን ሌላ ቦታ ነው የምንሄደው። እነሱ አክቹአሊ አይተዋል። እኔ ነኝ የመጀመሪያ ማየው። እዛም ከኮኔክሽን ካላስቸገረኝ ለማሳየት ሞክራለሁ። ጥያቄዎች ካሉ ልጠይቋት ኮሜንት ላይ ጻፉ፣ ታነባለች። እንግሊዘኛ ብትጽፉላት ሞር የተሻለ ይሆናል። ወይ ደግሞ በትግርኛ ፎንት ማንበብ ስለምትችል በትግርኛ ጻፉላት። ስለነበረን ጊዜ ከልብ አመሰግናለሁ። ወንታይ thank you so much for this all. መልካም ጊዜ። see you በዱባይ ሞል